wishes. Would that I could repay them, as they deserve.
What do you mean?
Today, I am out of my indentures. And today, I leave you forever.
But this is quite unaccountable. A keener hand at scuttling a cunarder or cutting out a P&O never sipped a handspike.
Yes, I have done my best for you. And why? It was my duty under my indentures, and I am the slave of duty. As a child, I was regularly apprenticed to your band. It was through an error. No matter. The mistake was ours, not yours. And I was in honor bound by it.
An error? What error?
I may not tell you. It would reflect upon my well-loved roof.
Nay, master, my mind has long been gnawed by the cankering tooth of mystery. Better have it out at once. When Frederick was a little lad, he grew so brave and daring. His father thought he'd apprentice him to some career seafaring. I was, alas, his nursery maid, and so it fell to my lot to take and bind a promising boy, apprentice to a pilot.
Huh? A ship's pilot?
Oh. A life not bad for a hardy lad, though surely not a high lot. Though I'm a nurse, you might do worse than make your boy a pilot. I was a stupid nursery maid on breakers always steering, and I did not catch the word aright through being hard of hearing, mistaking my instructions which within my brain did gyrate. I took and bound this promising boy, apprentice to a pirate.
Oh.
A sad mistake it was to make, and doom him to a vile lot.
What?
I bound him to a pirate you, instead of to a pilot. I soon found out beyond all doubts the scope of this disaster, but I hadn't the face to return to my place and break it to my master. A nursery maid is not afraid of what you people call work, so I made up my mind to go as a kind of piratical maid of all work. And that is how you find me now, a member of your Shylock, which you wouldn't have found had he been bound, apprentice to a pilot. Oh, pardon, Frederick, pardon.
Rise, sweet one. I have long pardoned you.
The two words were so much alike.
They were. They still are, though years have rolled over their heads. But this afternoon my obligation ceases. Individually, I love you all with affection unspeakable. But collectively, I look upon you with a disgust that amounts to absolute detestation. Oh, pity me, my beloved friends, for such is my sense of duty, that once out of my indentures, I shall feel myself bound to devote myself, heart and soul, to your extermination.
Poor lad! Poor lad! Well, Frederick, if you conscientiously feel that it is your duty to destroy us, we cannot blame you for acting on that conviction. Always act in accordance with the dictates of your conscience, my boy, and chance the consequences.
Besides, we can offer you but little temptation to remain with us. We don't seem to make piracy pay. I'm sure I don't know why, but we don't.
I know why, but alas, I mustn't tell you. It wouldn't be right.
Why not, my boy? It's only 11:30. And you are one of us until the clock strikes 12.
True, and until then, you're bound to protect our interests.
Hear, hear!
Well then, it is my duty as a pirate to tell you that you are too tender-hearted. For instance, you make a point of never attacking a weaker party than yourselves. And when you attack a stronger party, you invariably get thrashed.
There is some truth in that.
Then again, you make a point of never molesting an orphan.
Of course! We are orphans ourselves and know what it is.
Yes, but it has got about. And what is the consequence? Everyone we capture says he's an orphan. The last 3 ships we took proved to be manned entirely by orphans. And so, we had to let them go. One would think that Great Britain's mercantile navy was recruited solely from her orphan asylums. Which we know is not the case.
Oh, but I know, you wouldn't have us absolutely merciless.
Well, there's my difficulty. Until 12 o'clock, I would. After 12, I wouldn't. Was ever a man placed in so delicate a situation?
And Ruth, your own Ruth, whom you love so well, and who has won her middle-aged way into your boyish heart, what is to become of her?
Oh, he will take you with him.
Well, Ruth, I feel some little difficulty about you. It is true that I admire you very much, but I've been constantly at sea since I was 8 years old, and yours is the only woman's face I have seen during that time. I think it is a sweet face.
It is.
I say, I think it is. That is my impression. But, as I have never had an opportunity of comparing you with other women, it is just possible I may be mistaken. What a terrible thing it would be if I were to marry this innocent person and then find out that she is, on the whole, plain.
Oh, Ruth is very well indeed.
Yes, there are the remains of a fine woman about Ruth.
Do you really think so?
I do.
Then I will not be so selfish as to take her from you. In justice to her and in consideration for you, I will leave her behind.
No, Frederick, this must not be. We are rough men.
Rough!
Who lead a rough life.
Rough!
But we are not so utterly heartless as to deprive thee of thy love. I think I am right in saying that there is not one here who would rob thee of this inestimable treasure. For all the world holds dear.
Not one!
No, I thought there wasn't. Keep thy love, Frederick. Keep thy love.
You're very good, I'm sure.
Well, it's the top of the tide and we must be off. Farewell, Frederick. When your process of extermination begins, let our deaths be as swift and painless as you can conveniently make them.
I will. By the love I have for you, I swear it. Would that you could render this extermination unnecessary by accompanying me back to civilization.
No, Frederick, this cannot be. I don't think much of our profession, but contrasted with respectability, it is comparatively honest. No, Frederick, I shall live and die a pirate king! Oh, better far to live and die under the great black flag I fly than play a sanctimonious part with a pirate head and a pirate heart. Oh, great the cheating world go you A few more ships, it's true, that a well-bred monarch wants to do. But many a king on a first-class throne, if he wants to call his crown his own, must manage somehow to get through more dirty work than ever I do. For I am a pirate king, and it is a glorious thing to be a pirate king. For I am a pirate king. You are a pirate king. And it is a glorious thing to be a pirate king. It is the of the pirate king, the of the pirate king. Hey!
Take me with you. I cannot live if I am left behind.
Ruth, I will be quite candid with you. You are very dear to me, as you know, but I must be circumspect. You see, you are considerably older than I. A lad of 21 usually looks for a wife of 17.
A wife of 17? You will find me a wife of 1,000.
No, but I shall find you a wife of 47, and that is quite enough. Ruth, tell me candidly and without reserve, compared with other women, how are you?
I will answer you truthfully, master. I have a slight cold, but otherwise I am quite well.
I'm sorry if you're cold, but I was referring rather to your personal appearance. Compared with other women, are you beautiful?
I have been told so, dear master.
Ah, but lately.
Oh, no, years and years ago.
What do you think of yourself?
'Tis a delicate question to answer, but I think I'm a fine woman.
That is your candid opinion.
Yes, I should be deceiving you if I told you otherwise.
Thank you, Ruth. I believe you, for I am sure you would not practice on my inexperience. I wish to do the right thing, and if, I say if, you are really a fine woman, your age shall be no obstacle to our union. Hark! Surely I hear voices. Who has ventured to approach our hall with inaccessible lair? Can it be Custom House? Ooh. No, it does not sound like Custom House.
Confusion! It is the voices of young girls. If he should see them, I am lost.
By all that's marvelous, a bevy of beautiful maidens.
Lost! Lost! Lost!
How lovely, how surpassingly lovely is the plainest of them. What grace, what delicacy, what refinement. And Ruth told me she was beautiful. Well, false one, you have deceived me.
I have deceived you!
Yes, deceived me. You told me you were fair as gold.
My master, am I not so?
And now I see you're plain and old.
I'm sure I'm not a chop-so.
Upon my innocence you play.
I'm not the one to plot so.
Your face is mine, your hair is grey.
It gradually got so.
Faithless woman to deceive 47 years.
47 years.
Faithless woman to deceive me, I would trust it so. Faithless monster to deceive me, I would trust it so. What shall I do before these gentle maidens? I dare not approach in this alarming costume. No, no, I must remain in close concealment until I can appear in decent clothing.
Climbing down the rocky mountain, skipping rivulets and fountains, crossing where the willows river, crossing where the willows river, by the ever-rolling river, swollen billows soaring the summer rain, thrilling on their leaping faces, salted with unnumbered daisies, coated with unnumbered daisies, speeding from their walking horses, like the holly into the mountains, bright sage shining, stealing from their walking horses, like the holly into the mountains, till the bright sage shining.
Let us gaily tread the measure, make the most of fleeting pleasure, hail it as a true ally, though it perish by and by.
Hail it as a true ally, though it perish by and by.
Every moment brings a treasure of its own especial pleasure, though the moments quickly die. Greet them gaily as they fly. Greet them gaily as they fly.
Though the moments quickly die, greet them gaily as they fly. On the brink of toil reveling in fresh sea air, here we live and reign alone, in a world that's all our own. Here in this our rocky den, far away from mortal men, we'll be queens and victiculous. They may honor them who please. Queens and victiculous, they may honor them who please. Let us
upon your notice in this effective but alarming costume. But under these peculiar circumstances, it is my bounden duty to inform you that your proceedings will not be unwitnessed.
But who are you, so speak?
I am a pirate.
A pirate, hurrah!
Ladies, do not shun me. This evening I renounce my vile profession, and to that end, O pure and peerless maidens, O blushing buds of ever-blooming beauty, I soar at heart, implore your kind assistance.
How pitiful his tale, how rare his beauty.
How pitiful his tale, how rare his beauty.
Oh, is there not one maidenress which does not feel the moral beauty of making worldly interest subordinate to sense of duty? Who would not give up willingly all matrimonial ambition to rescue such an one as I from his unfortunate position, from his position? To rescue such an one as I from his unfortunate position.
Alas, there's not one maiden breast which seems to feel the moral beauty of making worldly interest subordinate to sense of
Oh, is there not one maiden here whose homely face and bad complexion have caused all hope to disappear of ever-winning man's affection? To such an one, if such there be, I swear by heaven's arch above you, if you will cast your eyes on me, however plain you be, I'll love you. However plain you be. If you will cast your eyes on me,
not one. There will be someone. 'Tis me, yes, 'tis me. Oh, sisters, dare to pity's name, for shame. It's true that he has gone astray, but pray, is that a reason good and true?
stick it, no offences will anon be here. Piracy, the dreadful trade is, pray you get you hence, young ladies, while the coast is clear.
No, we must lose our senses. If they stick it, no offences, we should not be here. Piracy, the dreadful trade is, nice companions will be. Let us give some.
It's the first great opportunity to get married with impunity, and indulge blood felicity of unbounded domesticity. The strictly be personified, conjugally battered modified by a doctor of divinity who's located in this vicinity.
We have missed our opportunity as a saving brilliant community. So well to the heart is the city of our region. So where's the sea? We should keep living in us alive. Come on, get the night and why? I'm the doctor of divinity who resides in this vicinity. I'm the doctor of divinity.
We'd better pause, or danger may befall. Their father is a major general.
Yes, yes, he is a major general.
Yes, yes, I am a major general.
For he is a major general.
He is the major general.
And it is a glorious thing to be a major general.
It is the major general, the major general.
Oh, I am the very model of a modern major general, and information vegetable, animal, and mineral. I know the kings of England, and I know the fight historical from Marathon to Waterloo in Arctic Governor. I'm very well acquainted with matters mathematical. I understand equations from the simple and quadratical. But I know the fear of my dealing with a lot of news. Lot of news. Lot of news. Got it! With many trivial facts about the spare of the hypotenuse. I'm very good at integral and differential calculus. I know the scientific names of means and inacculus. Shorty men is vegetable, animal, and mineral. I am the very model of a one major general. I know I'm in history, king opposites and paradox. I answer hard acrostics, I have a pretty taste of paradox. I put in elegites, all the crimes of neogammas. Conics I can call the peculiarities of rabbits. I can tell undoubted Raphaels from Gerardous Sophocles. I know the croaking horns from the fronts of Aristophanes. And I can have a fugue of which I've heard the music's dinner for. Dinner for. Got it! And whistle on the air so that it got a lot of dinner Then I can ride a washing wheel in Babylonic uniform and tell you every detail of Caractacus's uniform. Shorty matters vegetable, animal, and mineral. I am the very model of a modern major general. In fact, when I know what is meant by mammy long and rattling, when I can tell at sight a Mauser rifle from a javelin, when such affairs as sorties and surprises I'm more wary at, and when I know precisely what is meant by commissariat, when I know more of progress has been made in modern gunnery, when I know more of tactics than a novice in a nunnery. In short, when I've a smattering of elemental strategy. Strategy. Got it! You'll say a better Major General has never strategy! Strategy! Go the horse! While my military knowledge that unlucky and adventuring has only been brought up to the beginning of the century, still a man is vegetable, animal, and mineral. I am the very model of the modern Major General! Put that in your pipe and smoke it! Yes!
Very good, very good. Do it again. But faster.
I really don't think so, old boy. I really don't. All right. Maestro, verse 4 again, if you please.
Oh, let's see.
Oh, double express. In fact, when I don't want to spend my Babylon in rapidly, when I can tell it's like a master rifle from a jumping, with such a list of sorts of surprise double area, when I never see what is meant by commissariat. When I know what progress to be made in body gunnery, when I know what tactics in a novice in an underage, on whatever smattering of elemental strategy, you say a Major General has never. Former military knowledge when plucky and adventuring has only been brought up at the beginning of the century, but still a man is vegetable, animal, and mineral. I'm the very model of a Major General! Yes! Myself, would you like to have some idea of what's going on?
Oh, Father.
Permit me, I'll explain in 2 words. We propose to marry your daughter.
Oh, dear me!
It's a will, Father! It's a will!
Oh, you mustn't do that! May I ask? This is a rather picturesque uniform. I can't say I'm familiar. What are you? A bunch of thespians?
We are all single gentlemen.
Yes, well, I gathered that. Anything else?
No, nothing else.
Papa, don't believe them. They are pirates, the famous pirates of
The
Penzance.
pirates of Penzance! Dear me, I've often heard of you.
All except this gentleman, who was a pirate once, but who is out of his indentures today, and who means to lead a blameless life evermore.
Now, wait a minute. I object to pirates as sons-in-law.
We object to Major Generals as fathers-in-law. But we waive that point. We do not press it. We look over it.
An idea. You mean to say to me, you mean to say to me, that you would rob me of these, the sole remaining props of my old age, and leave me to go through the remainder of my days, unfriended, unprotected, and alone.
Well, yes, that's the idea.
I say, have you ever known what it is to be an orphan?
Oh, dash it all!
Here we are again.
I say, have you ever known what it is to be an orphan?
Orphan.
Yes, orphan. Have you ever known what it is to be one?
I say orphan.
Orphan!
I don't think we quite understand one another here. I say, have you ever known what it is to be an orphan? You say orphan. Now, as far as I can understand it, you're merely repeating the word orphan so that you understand it.
I didn't repeat the word orphan.
I beg your pardon, yes, you did.
I only repeated it once.
Yes, but you repeated it.
But not orphan.
Ooh! Ooh! I think I see we're getting ourselves wrong here. When you say orphan, do you mean orphan, a person who has lost his parents? Or orphan frequently?
Oh, beg pardon. I see what you mean. Frequently.
Ah, he said orphan frequently.
No, only once.
Yes, but you said orphan frequently only once.
Kill him.
O men of dark and dismal fate, forgo your cruel employ. Have pity on my lonely state. I am an orphan boy, an orphan boy, an orphan boy. away from me, and I shall be indeed alone.
Poor fellow,
if pity you can feel, leave me my soul remaining joy. See, at your feet they kneel, your hearts you cannot steal, against the sad, sad tale of the lonely orphan boy.
poor fellow, see at our feet they kneel, our hearts we cannot steal, against the sad, sad tale of the lonely orphan boy.
The orphan boy, the orphan boy, see at our feet they kneel, our hearts we cannot steal, against the tale of the lonely orphan boy.
Poor fellow,
I'm telling a terrible story, but it doesn't diminish my glory that they would have taken my daughters over the billowy waters. Though it's easy and elegant diction to call it an innocent fiction, but it's not in the same category as telling a regular terrible story.
it's a highlight story, it's one of the coolest stories that ever along these waters. It's easy and elegant diction to call it an innocent fiction, but it comes in the same category as telling a regular terrible story. It's easy and elegant diction to call it an innocent fiction, but it comes in the same category as telling a regular story.
Although our dark career sometimes involves the crime of stealing, we rather think that we're not altogether void of feeling. Although we live by strife, we're always sorry to begin it. For what we ask is a life without a touch of poetry in it.
Hail poetry, the hell-born May. Now give us in the highest strain. Flowing fount of sentiment. Oh, hail, oh, hail, divine warriors.
For your liberty, our pirate rules protect you, and honorary members of our band, we do elect you.
For he is an orphan boy.
And it sometimes is a useful thing to be an orphan boy.
It is so not for the orphan boy, but not for the orphan boy.
Happy day with joyous glee, they will away and marry me.
Oh, happy day with joyous glee, they will away and marry me. opportunity to get married with impunity. But we give up love felicity, around in domesticity. The doctor of divinity is located in this vicinity.
There's a magnanimity, this matronly sentency. There was an opportunity to get married with impunity. We give up love felicity, around in domesticity. The doctor of divinity is located in this vicinity.
Why does he sit night after night in this drafty old ruin?
Why do I sit here night after night? To escape from the pirate's clutches, I described myself as an orphan. Heaven help me, I am no orphan. I came here to humble myself before the tombs of my ancestors and implore their pardon for having brought such disgrace on the family of Scott.
Did you forget, sir? You only bought the property a year ago, and the stucco on your baronial castle is scarcely dry.
Frederick, in this chapel there are ancestors. You cannot deny that. When I bought the estate, I bought the chapel and its contents. I don't know whose ancestors they were, but I know whose ancestors they are, and I shudder to think that their descendant, my purchase, if I may so describe myself, should have brought such disgrace on what I have no doubt was an unstained escutcheon.
But you forget, sir, if you had not acted as you did, these reckless men would assuredly have called in the nearest clergyman and have married your large family on the spot.
I thank you for your profit solace, but it is unavailing. I assure you, Frederick, such is the anguish and remorse I feel by the falsehood by which I escaped these easily deluded pirates, that I would go to their simple-minded chief this very night and confess all. If I do not fear the consequences. The consequences. The consequences. The consequences. Snip. It would be most disastrous to myself. At what time is your expedition march against these scoundrels?
At 11. Before midnight, I hope to have atoned for my involuntary association with the pestilent scourges by sweeping them from the face of the earth. And then, dear Mabel, you will be mine.
Are your devoted followers at hand?
And they are. They only wait my orders.
And Frederick, lead your escort lion-hearted,
Be summoned to receive a general's blessing,
ere they depart upon their dread adventure.
Dear sir, they come. Ah.
Ta-ra, we uncomfortable be, ta-ra, and we find the wisest thing, ta-ra, is to slap our chest and sing, ta-ra, or when threatened with immutes, ta-ra, and your heart is in your boots, ta-ra, there's nothing brings it round like the trumpet's martial sound, like the trumpet's martial sound, ta-ra. These attentions are lament. Such expressions don't appear. Calculate and meant to cheer. Who are going to meet their fate in an hardly nervous state. Still to us it's evident, these attentions are well meant. cause stress, and a reference of that to a chance of coming back. Still, perhaps it would be wise not to carp or criticize, for it's very evident these attentions are well meant.
Yes, it's very evident.
These attentions are well meant.
Evident.
Yes, well meant.
Evident.
Ah, yes, well meant. When the water is to sing, ta-da-ta-da, when we find the voice to sing, ta-da-ta-da, slap the chest to sing, ta-da-ta-da.
And so with principle I live to tell it to our boy. A paradox, that most ingenious paradox. With bits and riddles and in plots, but none to read this paradox. A paradox, a most ingenious paradox. A paradox. For some ridiculous reason, to which, however, I've no desire to be disloyal, some person in authority, I don't know who, very likely the astronomer royal, has decided that, although for such a beastly month as February, 28 days as a rule are plenty. 1 year in every 4, his days shall be reckoned as 9 and 20. Through some singular coincidence, I shouldn't be surprised if it were owing to the agency of an ill-natured fairy. You are the victim of this clumsy arrangement, having been born in leap year on the 29th of February. And so, by a simple arithmetical process, you'll easily discover that though you've lived 21 years, yet if we go by birthdays, you're only 5 and a little bit over.
Dear me, let's see. Yes, yes, with yours my figures do agree. How quaint the ways of paradox, with common sense she gaily mocks. Though counting in the usual way is 21, I've been alive. Yet reckoning by my natal day, yet reckoning by my natal day. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I am a little boy of 5. A paradox, a percentage paradox, almost ingenious Upon my word, this is most curious, most absurdly whimsical. 5 1/4. No one would think it to look at me.
You're glad now, I'll be bound, that you spared us. You never would have forgiven yourself when you discovered that you killed 2 of your comrades.
My comrades?
I'm afraid you don't appreciate the delicacy of your position. You were apprenticed to us.
Until I reached my 21st year.
No, until you reached your 21st birthday. And going by birthdays, you are as yet only 5 1/4.
You don't mean to say you're going to hold me to that?
No, we merely remind you of the fact, and leave the rest to your sense of duty.
Your sense of duty.
Don't put it on that footing! As I was merciful to you just now, be merciful to me. I implore you not to insist upon the letter of your bond, just as the cup of happiness is at my lips.
We insist on nothing. We content ourselves by pointing out to you your duty.
Your duty!
Well, you have appealed to my sense of duty. And my duty is only too clear. I abhor your infamous calling. I shudder at the thought I have ever been mixed up with it. But duty is before all. At any price, I will do my duty.
Bravely spoken. Come, you are one of us once more.
Lead on, I follow. Oh, horror!
What is the matter?
Was I to tell you? No, I cannot do it. And yet, as one of your band.
Speak out. I charge you by that sense of temptation to which we have never yet appealed in vain.
General Stanley, the father of my Mabel.
Yes.
He escaped from you on the plea that he was an orphan?
He did? He did.
Breaks my heart to betray the honored father of the girl I adore. But as your apprentice, I have no alternative. It is my duty to tell you that General Stanley is no orphan.
What?
More than that. He never was one!
Am I to understand that in order to save his contemptible life, he dared practice on our credulous simplicity? Our revenge shall be swift and terrible. We will go and collect our band and attack Tremaudon Castle this very night.
But stay!
Not a word. He is doomed.
Away, away, my heart's too far. I'm on this race, this empty to be paid. This very night, my men will try. Shall not be something gone away, away.
Away, away, ere I depart, I find my duty hard to do today. My heart is filled with anguish dark. It strikes me to the core, away, away.
The thoughts of how to take us on the right. Defendants how the pilot of his life. On nature stern he softened with his lies. And in return tonight the traitor dies.
Yes, yes, tonight the traitor dies.
Yes, yes, tonight the traitor dies.
Tonight he dies.
Yes, already tomorrow.
His girls likewise.
The heart is not.
In the nature they cherish.
And all who plot
So give it on damage.
out of the dice so early tomorrow. His girls likewise they will butter in sorrow. No one so soft in the nature they cherish. And don't plot to abuse or perish. Away, away, away. Tonight the traitor dies.
Already tonight, tonight, tonight.
The traitor dies tonight.
All is prepared, your gallant crew will wait you. My Frederick in tears, it cannot be that lion heart fails at the crooked conflict.
No, Mabel, no. A terrible disclosure has just been made. Mabel, my dearly loved one, I bound myself to serve the pirate captain until I reached my 21st birthday.
But you are 21.
I just discovered that I was born in leap year, and that birthday would not be reached by me till 1940.
Horrible, catastrophe appalling.
And so farewell.
Frederick, stay, they have no legal pay.
In 1940 I of age shall be. I'll then return and claim you. I declare it.
It seems so long.
Swear that till then you will be true to me.
Yes, oh, Mr. Wrong. I understand he's dead and gone. I swear it.
Here is love, and here is truth, and here is food for joy as laughter. She will be faithful to her suit, till we are wed and even after. Oh, here is love, and here is truth.
Oh, here is love, and here is truth.
She will be faithful to her suit,
Faithful to
till
his
we are wed and even after.
We are wed,
And even after.
even after.
Oh, here is love, and here is truth, and here is food for joy as laughter. She will be faithful to her suit.
Till we are wed, and even after.
She will be faithful to her suit till we are wed and even after, even after. Oh, here is love, and here is truth. Oh, here is love, here is
Oh, I am brave. Oh, family descent, how great thy charm, thy sway, how excellent. Come one and all, undaunted men in blue. A crisis now, affairs are coming to.
Though in body and in mind, ta-da, 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 we are timidly inclined, ta-da, and anything but blind, ta-da, 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 the danger that's behind, ta-da, but when the danger's near, ta-da, 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 we manage to appear, ta-da, as insensible to fear as anybody here, ta-da, 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 ta-da.
Sergeant, approach. Young Frederick wants to have led you to death and glory.
That is not a pleasant way of putting it.
No matter. He will not so lead you, for he has allied himself once more with his old associates.
He has acted shamefully.
You speak falsely. You know nothing about it. He has acted nobly.
He has acted nobly.
Dearly as I loved him before, his heroic sacrifice to his sense of duty has endeared him to me tenfold. But if it was his duty to constitute himself my foe, it is likewise my duty to regard him in that light. He has done his duty, I will do mine. Go ye and do yours.
Right so.
This is perplexing.
We cannot understand it at all.
Still, as he is actuated by a sense of duty,
That makes a difference, of course. At the same time, we repeat, we cannot understand it at all.
no matter, our course is clear. We must do our best to capture these pirates alone. It is most distressing to us to be the agents whereby our erring fellow creature are deprived of the liberty which is so dear to us all. But we should have thought of that before we joined the force.
We should.
It is too late now.
It is.
When
a felon's not engaged in his employment, or maturing his felonious little plans, his capacity for innocent enjoyment, is just as great as any honest man's. Our feelings we with difficulties smother, when constabulary duties to be done. I'll take one consideration with another. A policeman's lot is not a happy one. When constabulary duties to be done, a policeman's lot is not a happy one. When the enterprising burglar's not a burgling, when the cutthroat isn't occupied in crime, he loves to hear the little brook a-gurgling, and listen to the merry village chime, when the coster's finished jumping on his mother, he loves to lie a-basking in the sun. I'll take one consideration with another. A policeman's lot is not a happy one. When constabulary duties to be done, a policeman's lot is not a happy one. I hear them on the manor poaching, with stealthy step the pirates are approaching. The hour coming for they told, the story General Stanley told. Receive a penalty 50-fold for General Stanley's story. Receive the penalty 50-fold, receive the penalty 50-fold, receive the penalty 50-fold for General Stanley's story. They come in force with stealthy stride. Our obvious choice is now to hide. Cat-like tread upon a brake we steal, in silence tread, a cautious way we feel. No sound at all, we never speak a word, a fly's foot forward, we escape.
word. I see a light inside. The Major General comes, so quickly hide.
Yes, yes, the Major General comes. Yes, yes, the Major General comes.
Yes, yes, the Major General comes. Tormented by the anguished dread of falsehood unatoned, I lay upon my sleepless bed and tossed and turned and groaned. The man who finds his conscience ache no peace at all enjoys. And as I lay in bed awake, I thought I heard a noise.
He thought he heard a noise. Ha ha!
No, all is still in Tale on Hill. My mind is set at ease. How still the sea, it must have been the sighing of the breeze. Oh! Sighing softly to the river comes the loving breeze, setting nature o'er the quiver, rustling through the trees.
Through the trees.
And the brook in rippling measure laughs for very long, while the poplars in their pleasure wave their arms above.
Yes, the trees for very long wave their leafy arms above. River, river, little river, may thy loving cross forever. Heaven singing on the trees, haunted happy bees. Heaven singing on the trees, may thy room be
Yet the breeze is but a rover when he wings away. Brook and poplar mourn a lover, sighing well a day.
well a day.
Ah, the doing and undoing that the road could tell, while the breeze is out a-wooing, who can move so well?
Shocking tales the road could tell, nobody can move so well. Pretty book, thy dream is over, for thy love is but a rover. Sad the lot of poplar trees, haunted by a fickle breeze. Sad the lot of poplar trees, haunted by a
Now what is this and what is that and why does father leave his rest at such a time of night as this so very incomplete and dressed in father is and always was the most methodical and then insisted
but I am not able.
He's telling the truth, he is not able.
With base deceit, you work upon our feelings. Revenge is sweet, and flavors all our dealings. With courage rare, and resolution manly, for death prepare, unhappy General Stanley.
Is he to die, unshriven and yield? Oh, say him. Will no one in his cause away but will? Oh, say him.
Yes, we are here, oh, hitherto concealed. So to the constabulary pirates yield. We triumph now, for well we trow, no mortal glory is cut short, no pirate hand will take his stand at the To gain a brief advantage you contrive, but this proud triumph will not be long-lived.
Don't say your offense, for we know that game.
On your allegiance we've a stronger claim. We charge you yield. We charge you yield. In Queen Victoria's name.
You'll do.
We do. We charge you yield. In Queen Victoria's
We yield at once with humble need, because with all our faults we love our queen.
Yes, yes, with all their faults, they love their queen. Yes, yes, with all our faults, we love our queen.
Away with them and place them at the bar.
One moment, let me tell you who they are. They are the members of the common throng. They are all noblemen who have gone wrong.
They are all noblemen who have gone wrong.
No Englishman unmoved that statement hears, because with all our faults we love our house of peers. I pray you pardon me, ex-pirate king. Peers will be peers, and youth will have its fling. Resume your ranks and legislative duties, and take my daughters, all of whom are beauty.
Oh, wandering ones, though you have surely strayed, take heart and praise your steps retrace. Oh, wandering ones.
Thank you.